Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Dukes will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So NC State's offense will get the football first. The play fake on first down to throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hatchett. The defense wouldn't let it loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Back to throw, it's Grady. He's going for a big play downfield. Pulls it in down the sideline. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So James Madison's offense will go to work for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Leaves it with the running back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll go right back to it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Back to pass, it's Grady. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Wants to pass. Big fella moving. Touchdown, NC State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Roy. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Dukes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Makes a man miss. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw again. This time he's got it. Breaks into the open. Touchdown Dukes. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll try the run. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking downfield, it's Grady. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, receiving team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it's
going downfield for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Dukes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Gives it on the option. Fighting off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Flips it out in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That little swing pass was designed to get the running back loose and get him some space, and the defense was there to shut it down.
Yeah, and I want to get him the ball in space. I got to find ways to make that happen, but after he catches it, I need him to be a great running back. I need him to make people miss and make big plays. I'm finding ways to get him touches. Now he's got to make those big plays for him.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's got it. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
The Dukes have it in scoring position on first and goal. He wants to throw it again. Touchdown, James Madison. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass, it's Grady. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Hatchett. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this...
He lets one fly deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Out of bounds at the 23-yard line as this offense dials up a chunk play. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. Once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Looking to buy time. Trying to pull his way in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on 2nd down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes! On to attempt to try.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Leaves it with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Grady. Quickly complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Surging forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
They'll give it to the back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And those are the plays you dream about. You blitz, you bring the absolute lumber. Those big hits, man, those can set the tone. And that makes a decision for this offensive player. Do I really want to go near that guy again?
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You've really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Wolfpack line up facing 3rd and approximately half a mile. To the air, it's Grady. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up at different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Makes the grab. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Looking downfield on first down. High pocket breaking down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Dukes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. With the catch, it's Simpson. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. To the air on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Dukes in the hurry up. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on 3rd. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeforth Stadium.
North Carolina State. It off to open the 3rd quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
Hands it off. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Dukes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Dukes are marching down the field. The give to the back. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. And the Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jason. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
The play action fake. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man on the outside. So now it's second and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to throw. It's Grady. Quick strike complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football.
Oh, he's got some space. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Under fire. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
At the 20, he's got space. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Dukes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Got it behind the line. It's Roy. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 2nd and goal coming up. The inside handoff. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, James Madison. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Precision blocking up front, creating the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
That's caught. It's Hatchet. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll run the sneak for it.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Grady. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball and return it for a touchdown.
And back to the air on 2nd down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
NC State has to come up with a big play here on 3rd down. He wants to throw it. Working that wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He gets it out to the 17. The cover unit right there to make the stop. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods.
Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big game in offense.
He puts him in business. The 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. pulls and fires to the left. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. Goes to the option. The pitch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass call is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown.
Touchdown, Dukes! And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. To throw, it's Grady. Here's a heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Back open in the middle. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Hatchett. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Got it in the middle. It's Hatchett. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. A run for the quarterback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation.
Touchdown, Wolfpack! Fired in from the red zone for the score. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Looking deep down the right side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He's going to let it go. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I tell you what, as that ball started to get towards the sideline when they're running these option plays, man, those outside players become more pivotal. My corners have to be able to tackle. My secondary is going to be much more involved in getting the quarterback to the ground. Nice job by the secondary, by this defense.
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the 4th quarter to rip off his longest run of the game.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
They went with the QB design run. The quarterback knew where the marker was to get that first. He dove out. He was trying to get the ball to that point. Just couldn't quite get there.
And the Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through Week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part in the meat of this schedule now is coming up. If you play well throughout